just ordered INEC to deregister some political parties, and this happened on yesterday, the 15th of June, 2026, where a federal high court in Abuja delivered judgment. And the reason they said is, one, they failed to secure the 15%, the 25% of votes in any state during the presidential election. Two, they did not win at least one elective seat at national, state, or local government level. Ope, what do you think, on this?
Nothing much. A lot of people could have political coloration and issues on this conversation, but the law is the law, and I would always say it. The parties involved have the right to appeal, and they said they would, exercise that right of the Constitution for them to challenge the outcome of that verdict, and I'm sure they will do exactly that. But within the time frame, if the provisions of the Constitution, the Electoral Act is very clear, Section 255, subsection A makes it very clear, But again, these days, every judgment, if it doesn't go in your favor, gets heavily politicized.
Yeah.
Oh, Tinubu want to try democracy. Tinubu want to do this. Oh, the opposition is not breathing and all of that. Challenge the outcome of that judgment. It's a federal high court judgment. There's still the court of appeal. It's a case that can get to the Supreme Court. If the parties involved have the luxury of time to do that, it's a different ball game. Ekiti State is supposed to field governorship candidates in those parties on Saturday, this Saturday. I don't know if INEC could carry out the court order, and if it does, that means those parties don't exist.
But the thing is this, considering the time, people's opinion that it is being politicized, I think it is valid because it's too close. What have you been looking at?
It depends on when the case was brought to the courts now. Well, it's not the judges don't fabricate cases themselves. They respond to what lawyers bring to their courts. So it depends on when the matter was brought to court. It depends on when hearings started. It depends on what is made available to the judge. It depends on what parties, what lawyers of both parties involved have been doing in the entire process. And then it depends on all of these technicalities involved as well. You see situations where during the governorship election of late Rotimi Akeredolu, blessed memory, in Ekiti State, in Ondo State, there was a certain former commissioner for justice under Mimiko. He was the PDP candidate, Eyitayo. His name is Eyitayo. And the then PDP aspirant, Senator Jimoh Ibrahim, now Ambassador Jimoh Ibrahim in the APC, took the outcome of the primaries to court. Eyitayo Jegede was the candidate. Guess when they gave judgment? 2 days to the governorship election. Eyitayo Jegede could not campaign because the case was in court. The judgment came in 48 hours to election. And your guess as good as mine. PDP lost woefully.
That's political.
The PDP lost woefully.
Because I'm even thinking on the part of the electorate, the part of the delegates, the part of people that have gone in, invested, done so much, publicized. People are excited.
It's a risk.
It's
a risk. If the judgment had gone in their favor, we're not going to be questioning the timing of the judgment. Of course. It is because it didn't go in their favor. And when I was reading the judgment, I was speaking to, big shout out to Bryce Tabakari, my friend, and he was putting me through some of these technicalities late yesterday night via WhatsApp chat. And he said, okay, the rule is the rule. It's very clear. Go and read section 225 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, and go and read the Electoral Act of 2022. Before you can continue to exist as a political party, you need to meet certain provisions. If you don't meet these provisions, you are going to be deregistered. But the question is this: what happens to the other political party? African Action Congress, the party of Omoyele Sowore, did they win any seat in the election? Did they win any seat in the election? But SASC was not captured in this one. What happens is that they are avoiding Sowore's problem, or they just don't think the party is a serious entity as such. So these are the things that are fueling the conversation around the politicization of the justice system, of the judicial system in Nigeria. So that means in 2019, we had about 79 political parties that went into the election. In 2023, we had 18. Right?
Yeah.
So apart from APC, PDP, Labour Party, ANPP, SDP, and a few others, how many of the 18 political parties actually had anything to show at the national level, even in their state? How many of them could win local government election? So why is he ADC? Why is he a Accord party?